Unlock success, what sellers seek in their real estate agents. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about everything that sellers seek when they're looking for that agent, and it's pretty deep. It's a lot of stuff that they're looking for. So kicking it off, Dan Gorfinkel with eXp Realty, here week in and week out bringing you guys my best stuff. I've helped countless people buy homes. I've helped countless agents train and mentor them, and especially now that we're kicking off 2024, the spring market is already picked up. We're only in early January, so that's kind of critical to make sure that you're going to be able to grab some listings. Listings is what they say make you last in this business. It's the things that it takes to have a long, illustrious career. So what are some of those things that sellers are seeking? Stick around through the entire video. I'm going to be sharing my best tips on this. And first of all, they're looking for an agent who's resourceful. They're looking for an agent who's responsive. They're looking for agents who are able to kind of be quick at the ready and always be responsiveness, and obviously highly analytical as well. So it's a whole conglomeration of things that are gonna set you apart from the average agent. So first things first, when you get in the door, you need to make sure that you're gonna win that listing. There's no prize for second place. You need to make sure you're saying and doing the right things, articulating their value, sharing what your value proposition is for these sellers, because if you don't, you'll be out in the cold. You're not going to have the listings. And believe me, you need to have at least 5+ listings every single year, at least during the spring market, to propel yourself to getting buyers and getting more business. And it's all about traction. And the earlier you can kind of do that, front loading it during the course of any season, especially now that we're only in January, the better off you're going to be throughout the entire course of the year. So again, some of the top things that they're looking for: responsiveness. Make sure that when they text you, when they call, when they email you, and it sounds so elementary, that you're able to get right back to them. I don't care what day of the week it is. I don't care what time of day it is. If you're someone who is hyper responsive, and obviously you're bringing to the table the right analytics, the right answers, then you're ultimately going to win the day for your sellers. You want to be super resourceful as well. You know, you walk in that door and the house needs a lot of work, needs a facelift, or it needs at least painting, and maybe needs new floors, what have you. You need to have at your disposal different contractors, different people, not just having the right attorney or the right lender or certain of the kind of the basics that we all have as realtors, because these guys are kind of chasing us down. But you want to have the people that we chase down, the people that are going to do contractual labor, the hard labor and stuff that people are going to ask for right out of the gate in some instances, to just get their home ready for sale. All those things are ultra critical. So you have to have the resourcefulness, again, being responsive. I like to kind of bring to the table being super analytical. So having the numbers background has been my kind of feather in my hat. Some people are really good with staging, with kind of how the place should be laid out during the course of the sale. So if you can articulate your value and you stand apart, you stand to win many listings. So that's definitely something that I would recommend. Know what your strengths are, lean into your strengths, but also make sure you have kind of what the general public would assume would be super strong and something that'll set you apart from the rest of the competition. So just kind of some pointers right there. I can think of an instance where I had a client, or it was a prospective client. They weren't sure who they were going to go with, and ultimately it was between myself and another top agent. They ultimately chose me because they had something that had come up with their property. It was literally before they made a decision who they were going to list with, and they had an issue with their home, and they reached out to me kind of like late one evening, and I needed to spring right into action and bring one of my guys over there and deal with a property issue. There was actually some leak in the basement, and I was able to get the right people in place, make sure that there was no mold issues, make sure that there was nothing going on. This was all before they decided to hire me, and without a question, rising to the occasion, caused the deal to fall into my lap, caused the listing to fall into my lap, and that the rest is history. I was able to sell the property and do a great job for them. But being at the ready was something that I've always been competent with. Making sure that you're consistent. I always say in my prior videos, consistency is undefeated. So if you're someone who's consistent, they can read that on you. They're going to know right away if you're the guy for them or girl for them, no matter what. So that's definitely an important aspect of everything. And ultimately, if you have all the right marketing tools and all those other things, I don't want to call those off to the side, but ultimately they're going to hire you for who you are. we as agents have access to the right tools. I'm hoping, you can market the property the best way possible. All those things kind of feed into your success and your longevity over the long haul as a solid real estate agent. So thanks again for tuning in, guys. Dan Gorfinkel. Feel free to reach out to me, 617-820-8085. Message me on my channel. Send me a direct message. However you want to get in touch with me, happy to help. Here to mentor you guys and lead you in the right direction. And hopefully we all win 2024. Thanks for tuning in.